Hello and welcome to the 13th free video in the Serve and Grow Rich program that teaches you how to make more money in your current restaurant job. We're still working the end of the transaction with 2 more tips. When you present your beautifully personalized check in the branded logo tray, consider making sure there's candy included. If your restaurant is one of those that still provides some sort of a mint or candy, if they think that increases their customers' satisfaction, then just use the resources that have been provided for you. However, if they don't, consider going to a CVS or other type convenience store and picking up a bag of candy. It's $2, $3. I mean, literally, each piece of candy is going to cost you from 3 cents to 12 cents. It's a good investment. If you've got a 4-top, don't be so obvious that you just bring 1 piece of candy for the guy paying the bill. Bring 4 pieces of candy, splurge. Maybe one guy will eat all 4 and then ask for 3 more for the rest of them. It doesn't matter. It's pennies. And it does increase that level of happiness. Lets them get back some of what they're leaving. I've said a couple times, they're in an engineered environment geared toward happiness and optimism. So give them a little lift at the very end. It's up to you. I like chocolate. I believe in chocolate, early and often. But there's an argument against it that they're full and the palate is clouded and they don't appreciate it. There's also an argument for mint, that it cleans the tongue and their mouth, and that also can help them feel good. I would get a strong, peppermint or spearmint mint, because that also lifts the spirits, as obviously does chocolate. It's got something to do with chemicals in the brain, but just common sense. Something nice and clean. You do want to lean toward getting something branded. The Hershey's Kiss has got to be one of the most universally recognized pieces of candy on earth. So you can't go wrong with that. Or, I'm not really sure the mint brands. I think of Halls, but that's more medicinal. Just, get something nice that looks good out of the package. You don't want to buy a pretty package and then when you're putting 3 or 4 pieces of candy on the tip tray, have it look weird. So put some thought into it. It is an afterthought. Bring that bag of candy with you and present it to the customer. Also, if there's kids, make sure they get a couple pieces. You do, however, especially if there's kids, avoid peanuts. I don't know what happened, but half the population of America will die, apparently, if they eat peanuts. So, that's out. No bite-sized Snickers. Finally, when they do get up to leave, do something truly unusual for people who are busy and harried and tired on the floor or in the bar. Do the opposite of what you did when they first walked in. Say goodbye enthusiastically and with sincerity. Yes, they're no longer your customer. They're still the restaurant's customer. They still may come back. I mean, we all know repeat customers will gradually increase how much they tip you over time until they reach, the upper limit of their own internal threshold. But as you develop repeat customers, you will make more money from them, and it's easier to wait on repeat customers. You know what they want. They love it when it's ready, or if you bring their hot tea before they sit down. And that, look, this series is about making more money, which is important. You're employed, and you want to make as much as you can. But there are inherent moments of satisfaction in the hospitality industry. I mean, I haven't used that phrase before, but hospitality means really caring and really getting satisfaction from attending to the needs of other human beings. So repeat customers really allow you to do this because you have some knowledge, some relationship with them that's been ongoing. So say goodbye with sincerity. Thank you, folks. I really appreciate you coming in tonight. We hope to see you soon. And like I said, they are the restaurant's customers as well. And you do want customers to keep coming back. A full restaurant is a happy restaurant, and people really are attracted to continuing and ongoing success. So it's in your best interest. And it really puts a little bit of, English on the ball, as they say, because no one expects you to say goodbye enthusiastically. That is video 13. And I'm done with this one. I really hope you're enjoying this. I'm having lots of fun revisiting these ideas. I do believe deeply that you can increase your income by 10% this week by applying these ideas. And like I've said before, you go into the restaurant anyway. If you walk in with a better attitude and put some more attention to your skills and your actual work, you will make more money, and you'll actually also be in a better mood about your job. There's something to be said about pride in craftsmanship, which waiting tables or tending bar, it is a craft and a job, and I do hope that you enjoy doing it while you're doing it and while you're making more money. So join me in the next video, the 14th in the series, and I will see you there in a moment.